So for this video, you will learn how to do a building doing 2-point perspective. The materials you would need will be your drawing paper, a nice pencil, a ruler, and an eraser. Let's move this to the side. So the first step to do to make a building in 2-point perspective is you have to draw your horizon line. So for my horizon line, I'll decide that it will go around here. Make sure your ruler is straight. You grab your pencil and you go across. Right? We gotta erase this. So that's step 1, drawing your horizon line. Step 2 is to draw 2 vanishing points, because this is 2 perspectives, right? And so for this one, I'll draw my vanishing point 1 here and my vanishing point 2 here. Now I have 2 vanishing points. Step 3 is draw a vertical line. This vertical line determines how tall your building is, whether you're seeing it from below or you're seeing it from on top. So if you're going to see a building from on top, you would draw it below the horizon line. It would look like this. Draw your vertical line here, which then leads to step 4, which is connect top and bottom of the line to the vanishing points. So you grab your ruler, place it touching the bottom end of your line, and line it up to your vanishing point, and go down, making sure your ruler is straight and your hand is steady. And so what you do on the top, you do to the bottom. What you do to the bottom, you do to the top. You grab your ruler, line it up, and make a line. And so whatever you did on this side, you do to this side. So same thing. Grab your ruler, line it up perfectly. Make sure it's lined up to the vanishing point. Grab your pencil, and go across. Same thing here. And you go. There you go. Step 5 is cut off your left and right side with parallel vertical lines. So this cutting off situation just determines how wide or thin your building is. So for example, if I were to do my parallel line, my first parallel line here, and then here, notice how you're getting an idea of how this building is gonna look, right? And then from here, this leads up to step 6, which is connect opposite corners to the opposite VPs, right? So this corner is going to connect to this one, and then this corner is going to connect to that one. So you grab your ruler, get this corner, make sure it's aligned, grab your pencil, and make a line for it. There you go. And then same thing with this one. And then you go there. So that's really how you do a building. And you can repeat step 3 to step 6, depending if... Step 6 is only if you're making lines under the horizon line, but you can copy these steps or repeat these steps as much as you need to make the rest of your building. So step 3, draw a vertical line, right? This time I'm going to draw it above the horizon line. And there we go. Step 4, connect top and bottom of your lines to your vanishing points. Make sure you're keeping a steady ruler. There you go. I don't have to do this, connect this one because it is already connected, but I do have to connect this point to this point. So put it back. Make sure you're really straight. And there you go. I don't have to go all the way if I knew my building is going to be short, but if I'm going to want to make it long, I could just go all the way. And then I have that. And then step 5, cutting off your left and right side with parallel vertical lines. Maybe this building's gonna actually be really skinny. So I go here, and I go here. You'll make it the size width of the ruler. There you go. And I have 2 buildings. So what I can actually do, grab your eraser so it doesn't get confusing later on, and erase. Be very gentle to what you already drew on. Right? Notice how you have 2 buildings. There you go. And now, to do a door, it's very simple. It's the same concept. So imagine this is the vertical line that you drew, and now you're connecting it to your vanishing point. So it's really determining how high you want your door to be. So for me, I'd probably want it this high. And then I go from here. So I don't have to go across because I'm only doing a door. So I can really just go this way, right? And we have our door. I can line this up from here to here. And then, so we can line this up good. And then here to here. And you would have your door. Right? You can also make double doors. And that's the same idea. And this can also be copied for your windows. So you can grab your ruler, and make sure it's aligned. Maybe we'll do it this way, right? You can go here. You lower it. Notice how I'm still connected to my vanishing point. And they go here, right? And then I can make really thin windows. Right? There you go. And I made some windows. And you can repeat this same thing for the taller building. And that's really it, right? So to rephrase, step 1, you draw your horizon line. Step 2, you draw your vanishing points. Step 3, you draw your vertical lines. Step 4, connect top and bottom of the lines to the vanishing points. Step 5, you cut off left and right side with parallel vertical lines. And then step 6, if it's below the horizon line, you connect opposite sides of the corners to the opposite sides of the vanishing points. And that's how you do a building using 2-point perspective.